Welcome everyone to Cinema Spotlight. This is where I take an actor or director and follow their career path down the line until a recent film. Diving into Steven Spielberg's career, we're going to be talking about Temple of Doom. And as a side note, if you're wondering what happened to my lip, you should see what happened to the other guy. Also, another side note, if you know me and how I'm doing my research here, I'm trying to take care of all of the films Steven Spielberg has done. I omitted reviewing The Twilight Zone only because it was only a small segment of his that he directed, and it was a combination of directors to make up a film, which is not my focus in the segment. I want to do purely directed films by the individual. With that said, let's dive into this. So, knowing that this is a prequel film to the classic Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's already a film I didn't want to see. Mostly because I don't like prequels. Not after they already established a story. Prequels don't often get to the point to show me how this story marries into the already established timeline. And sometimes elements just don't add up if they do. But alas, here we are at Temple of Doom, the prequel to come out after the first film, which I'm used to a prequel coming out after a highly successful sequel. So, props to Temple of Doom? The movie is about Indiana finding himself out of the frying pan and into the fire as he escapes one situation dealing with a deal gone wrong by the Chinese, only to be at the mercy of villagers in India. Indiana is asked to take back a stolen lingam to restore peace to the village. So, as I said, I don't like prequels. There are some, though, I have actually rather enjoyed that played with my expectations and have given me some great before-the-event stories. But while I wasn't expecting to enjoy this film, I was willing to give it a shot regardless. And what I ended up getting was a more silly in-situations type film, but I can't say that this is darker than Raiders. Indy and Raiders constantly is in peril, where he could die. The Ark itself is melting the faces of those who gazed upon the light. Brutal deaths, some not seen, and, well, actually all of them are not seen, but one of them we do see its bug-eyed expressions, and they're all pretty disturbing, so seeing a man in Temple of Doom pull a heart out of another man's chest is actually kind of unfazing to me. What sets this film apart from its sudden technical sequel is its tone. Indy finds himself a part of silly situations, then suddenly real stakes, and it constantly fluctuates throughout. There's a scene in particular where Indy and the love interest, Willie, who happen to get caught up in this mess since the beginning of the film, both start to flirt. They tease the possibility of hooking up, and all is well and fun, but then Indy is attacked and the situation switches from silly back to adventurous. And there's plenty more situations like it in this film. All in all, while I wasn't looking forward to this film, I was pretty critical of it from the get-go. I didn't want to be. But as the film progressed, I rather started to enjoy what I was seeing. But flaws would go as far as to say Willie, screaming half the time, could have been dialed down a notch. But what saved this movie beyond Indy himself, it was Short Round. He was adorable, and as he was competent in the situations, but he did ride the fine line of being annoying himself. Ultimately, I ended the film feeling better over what I had watched, but I am much more likely to return to Raiders or even Last Crusade before this one. For that, I thought Temple of Doom was just alright, but would probably own it due to its collective trilogy. It's only by association. Alright, so have you seen Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? If so, what did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments. Be kind, be reasonable, and let's talk. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this, please like and share this. Spread the word. That would be fantastic. Please subscribe, and if you're feeling generous, hit that notification bell. With all that said, I hope you all have a fantastic and wonderful day. Until next time.